Greetings everyone, my name is Ethervil, and this is an update vlog for this channel. Gameplay footage in the background is from multiple titles. I'll be listing those in the description below. First off, I recently reached the milestone of 200 subscribers about a week ago. I can't thank you enough viewers for continuing to watch my content over these past 3 years. I first started this channel as a place to casually post game videos and highlights, and I thought I was going to stay that way, but after watching LPs from a lot of other Let's Players, I got inspired and decided to become more serious around a year later, deciding to start doing LPs on retro titles, like Castlevania. I then moved on to mostly fan games and indie titles once I quite enjoyed the experience, and I wanted to go into more newer territory that wasn't really already treaded by more prominent Let's Players. My Mega Man fan game LPs, such as for Unlimited, Rock Force, and 3D, was where I kind of got a big break in audience, and where I solidified several aspects of my style. Before, I was kind of middling around trying to understand what to do with audio quality and how to do commentary, but after these games, I really understood the basis of my style and built upon it from there. Personally, my main reason for playing many of these fan games is that they can explore new ideas that the mainline series didn't or cannot. It's the same reason why fanfictions I find are pretty interesting to read, because they can explore new ideas as well as tread new grounds. Although the qualities can run the gamut from very good to horrible. Many solid fan games are sadly overlooked, and I aim to rectify this for a few franchises like the Mega Man series, although I may branch out to other series as well. I'm avoiding playing the fan games from the Mario and Sonic franchises because there are already a bunch of people who are doing it, but for the Mega Man franchise, I feel there's enough legroom, so to speak, in order to cover these fan games. And the same holds true for several indie games, which are overlooked mainly due to the glut of indie games over the past few years. Even more so for indie games because there isn't really a dedicated audience or a dedicated fan audience from the original franchise, so it can be even tougher for indie games to be noticed or even appreciated, and I aim to rectify this. With that out of the way, here's what's coming up in the future of this channel. My currently ongoing Starbreak Let's Play will be joined with a blind Let's Play of the recently released fan game Mega Man Sunrise. Seriously, at the current rate we're going, we're probably going to have a Mega Man fan game Let's Play every 1.5 to 2 months, considering they keep catching me off guard, like what happened with Megamel, Endless, and now Sunrise. Hopefully Eternal 2 doesn't come out in 2 months after this LP is done. In addition to this Let's Play, I'll probably have another Let's Play because the Starbreak LP may encounter some hitches depending on how well I can complete the higher level areas, and how well I can find groups. Now expect to see Let's Plays and Let's Tries of several indie titles. I've been falling behind in this front and I really need to rectify this, in combination with Let's Tries and Quick Looks, because I have a lot of codes that I really should be exploring of indie titles. Now, as for my oft-ignored MMO LPs, for my part, my LP of Skyforge will exit its hiatus, and I'll publish 1 or 2 videos per week until I complete the Milene Caves world area. Truth be told, most of the parts are recorded, and I can actually start publishing videos this week, which I probably will do starting from Saturday or Sunday. They just need to be published. Depending on how the Ascension update pans out for me, I may continue from or end my LP there. If I end it, I'll give my final thoughts following the completion of the aforementioned area. I liked and still like Skyforge for all the customization through the Atlas and the model class features where you never lose progression, but I felt it was getting too grindy and the experience too repetitive, and want to move to another more action MMO title soon. Though once again, I need to see how exactly the new expansion pans out for me, as it appears to address several of my gripes through new sets of new features like the progression system and a more action-based combat. As for my Troves LP series, as it's a casual series, there may be intermittent updates as time passes. I'm thinking of making any future LPs on MMOs more like casual ones, due to the usually higher levels of complexity. Skyforge was more serious, but now I'm realizing due to several mistakes in before and ever-changing nature, this may be a problem, and I don't want to put that much effort into MMOs like that unless I really enjoy them. Which may happen with certain feature MMOs. As Skyforge was a semi-blind Let's Play, well, it was post-commentated, so I had to be more knowledgeable of what's going on, but even then, there were several things in the future I didn't really predict or didn't research enough. so probably future MMOs are going to be more blind-ish. As for Starward Rogue, I really want to show off the higher difficulty options other than normal, like hard and very hard, and how they affect the gameplay. I'll likely post a few more updates before officially ending my LP, like actually completing the game using the glass or the base ship and the harder modes, and maybe showing off what happens once you complete 10 final boss encounters, true final boss encounters. As for the other types of videos on my channel, once per week there will likely be a short PC or web game playthrough. These will mostly be focusing on browser-based titles and short games found on GameJolt, itch.io, or other places like Congregate or Armor Games or Newgrounds, etc. Now, as for future titles that I will do LPs on in the future, here they are in no particular order. Mega Man and Mega City, Mega Man 3D 2, Mega Man Dr. Wily's Final Attack, Mega Man Dr. Wily's Return, Mega Man Revenge of the Fallen, Mega Man Square Root of -1, Skullomania, Skullman Kills, Super Danny 2, Cathood Rabbits 1 and 2, Project Gorgon, Last Legacy Null Space, and Void Pyramid, as well as several other titles that may come and go as time goes by. As I mentioned before, these are in no particular order, so priorities are a little bit different. I was aiming to space out the Mega Man fan game Let's Plays, but Sunrise came out, so that's going to be coming up very soon. Probably by the end of this week or the beginning of next week. As I mentioned, this is a tentative list, so things may be added or removed at my discretion. And if you have any suggestions of games to Let's Plays, please leave it in the comment section below. Or if you're a developer, you can always email me at my email address. Once again, I thank you all for the continued support. I wouldn't be as motivated or dedicated to YouTube if it weren't for all of your support and dedication. Otherwise, I would have been just gone back to doing regular gameplay videos and not going to do all these Let's Plays. Thanks again, and I wish you all a nice day.